Hello, Ray Phoenix here. Welcome to Let's Play Spyro Free Year of the Dragon Part 33. We get an extra special surprise now we defeated the sorceress. Moneybags is standing around here. He's loitering around here asking us for more money. Well, he's actually not asking us for more money, but he's just going to tell us that he found a new egg and he's going to take it back to his home in Avalar and try to sell it for a fortune. As if he doesn't have a fortune enough already, and Spyro's giving those dirty looks. Oh yeah, we wanted to do this ever since the beginning of Spyro 2. Everyone wants to do this. This is for everyone that hates Moneybags. We're gonna flame him and charge into him. We're gonna take all his gems from all the gems we've been paying to him since over the course of this game are going back to us. Yeah, he refused. There's no lore here this time to make him just willingly give us the gems back. So we're gonna take matters in our own hands and fry him. Yeah, fry his little bear butt. They have grilled bear burgers now after we get all the gems from him. It's like on Christmas morning when kids wake up and they find billions of gems under their tree, billions of things they all like. I remember thinking I may have got this game or was going to get this game for Christmas in 2011, about months before I actually got the game. I told my father I really wanted this game, and then my father was like, oh, I'll go on eBay right now and buy you a copy of it. Here you go, here's a demo from this demo. I'm like, no, I don't want a demo of this game. I want the full game. And he's like, okay, oh, here's one from the UK. It's a European PAL copy. I'll go buy it. No, because we don't live in Europe, so it's not going to work on my system. And he's like, well, it's from the UK, and we used to be part of the UK a long time ago, so maybe their games will work on our systems. Like, no, that's not how region encodings work. And Moneybag said he was going to go on vacation to that haiku place, the spooky swamp, but instead he ran off into the Crystal Islands level. I know, he just got his levels mixed up. Or maybe we went to the Crystal Islands level. We'll see him there, hanging out there, waiting for another good old-fashioned smackdown beating from us. And we already got enough from him. He was just a jerk that stole money from us, and we got it all back. We claimed everything we got all back from him. And now there's a last Sparks level, one more level of Sparks. So we're gonna send Sparks into another adventure. This one looks like he's in some sort of like sci-fi castle or something like that, like corridors, and charge fast and collect all the gems. They're a little bit lazy with this one. Just simply a matter of, find the bugs that have the keys and just shoot at them. Shooting at them alone doesn't really kill them. It's just when you pick up the key that they're holding is when they get killed, then you can go for the next door. It's a very straightforward level. Doesn't have as much effort as the first 3 levels did, but by this point in time they figured this is like the part where all we're doing now is just going after the remnants of the sorceress, finding the remaining eggs, finding all the eggs that are remaining and taking on whatever is left of the sorceress's forces. Now the sorceress is gone and the majority of her forces have been destroyed, there isn't really much left to get in this game. It's the vast majority of everything we could possibly do in this game has been done already. All we need to do now is just, well, find the eggs, remaining eggs and gems. There's even some gems left too. Most of these enemies don't produce gems when you get them killed, but these big blue bugs will give you a gem when you kill them. Like that one did give us a gold gem right there. And sometimes just little butterflies of health just randomly spawn in place. So this is all very straightforward. Just simply it's just run and battle. There isn't really much. Well, I mean, these Spark cells in general are pretty straightforward, but there isn't as much getting lost as, like, where the other one I got lost. Spent like 10 minutes roaming around the level, trying to find that measly little gem. This time around, the gems don't even try anymore. It's like they want us to capture them. It's like, we've been playing this game long enough now. It's about time you just find the remaining gems and get out of here. Even this game knows it's been going on so long and it just wants it to be over. Just wants everything to be over now. Oh well, there's still a bunch of more stuff in this game. We already did a lot and yet it's still not over yet. Still Insomniac games at the same time really did want to increase the length of this game. They want to make it the longest game on the PlayStation. The game that's much more, a worthwhile game. A game that's definitely worth your money. It's definitely was worth my money back in 2012. I still see it going for that same price around there. All these years later. Inflation hasn't really taken a toll as much on this game. I mean, inflation did take somewhat of a toll on the Ratchet and Clank games, in terms of how stuff costs a lot more in those games. I think that may have been the case with Spyro if this series was still to continue to this very day. If Spyro was like Ratchet and Clank, where they've made like billions of sequels to it, and each one's pretty much the same thing. Like the iPhone every year, you buy last year's iPhone, this year's iPhone, it's pretty much the exact same thing. But maybe there might be some subtle difference that no one else really notices or cares about. Well, Insomniac Games doesn't put that kind of low level of effort into these games. And eventually, if the series did go on a long time, it would go stale. Because all series go stale after so much time. You know, when a series goes on for a long time, it gets stale after a while. Kind of like The Simpsons or shows like that, or Family Guy, or SpongeBob. But thankfully, that didn't really happen with Spyro, because this is the last game in the Spyro series. If they wanted to end it on a high note, and so they did. They got their wish. Definitely, I mean, this game alone is like a long-running series, like a show that just keeps going on and on. Like those operas that are like several hours long. It's this game. It's like an opera almost, but it's a video game, like a collectathon video game with action in it. This game pretty much has anything you'd ever want. It definitely could have marketed it as that. Like that time Milhouse brought that toy into school, and he's like, "This has everything." Saying, "Vroom, vroom, I'm calling Daddy," and then his buttons on it for stuff, and it has like a phone on and stuff, and it said ages 2 to 4 on it. I remember that Simpsons Christmas episode. It was a classic. I'm glad I got that episode of Simpsons on DVD. Bought at that charity for a store I work at. It wasn't complete. It was missing a disc, but at least that one disc, at least the 3 discs I did get from the set, at least it had the Christmas one on it, which is good, where they had Gary Coleman as the security guard. He was a galaxy short of a prawn, or prawns short of a galaxy or something like that. I don't know, you can really use those terms interchangeably, and it pretty much means the same thing, and yet somehow it still manages to be comical, back when Simpsons still had some kind of entertaining value into it, which is something it doesn't really have anymore. It's just a living corpse, essentially. Good thing Spyro never became a living corpse like that. That might be worse than getting cancelled prematurely. You know, it's like better to die a hero than it is to live and see yourself become the bad guy. We're just gonna go frying this centipede thing. It looks like that centipede from that Sega Dreamcast game, PS1 Sega Dreamcast Centipede. Maybe they made a remake of that Centipede for PS1 and Dreamcast. It was actually played very similar to this game, actually. It's like a shooter game. You get to destroy centipedes, you get to shoot them, there's bosses occasionally. The centipedes break up into more centipedes, and they become more of a threat, and you're supposed to, you know, not get hit by them, not get killed by the centipedes. Just going and crushing those centipedes. This boss isn't even that challenging. This is probably one of the easiest bosses, the Sparks bosses that we've got. I wonder if Moneybags could count as a boss. Come to think of it now, they should have made Moneybags a boss in this game and made it be a story arc about how he was secretly the main villain all along, ever since the very beginning. Even though we didn't see him in Spyro 1, he was somehow the main villain of Spyro 1. Yeah, they definitely could have threw something in there, an awesome plot twist in there. I'm sure a lot of folks would have paid to see something like that. Yeah, it kind of was a bit of a boss battle in a way. I mean, it wasn't like a challenging boss, but he still kind of was. He's not really good at running. He totally doesn't exercise very much. It's not like those thieves that go, well, and run away. Oh, that last egg was something really special, because it gave Sparks the ability to do 2 things now. Break open treasure chests and use the Atlas to warp to any level in the game as whenever we want. Oh gee, that would have been very useful if we got that much earlier in the game. Then again, we were able to fight the sorceress much earlier in the game too. I just fought the sorceress earlier. We probably could have played that level earlier, and I probably could have got that ability earlier. Then it could have been a lot easier for me to run for these levels and collect stuff again. It would have been unstoppable then. Wouldn't have been running into roadblocks as much. Yeah, I guess it's just me being the completionist that I am. I like being a completionist. Being a completionist is, you know, what everyone wants on YouTube. All the people on YouTube always expect everyone to be a completionist. Unless the game is warranted to the game, so maybe the game's like impossible 100% complete. Or it's a very challenging challenge to do, and it's in a game that no one seriously cares about, like Bubsy 3D. I finally beat Bubsy 3D like 2 years ago. I never 100% completed the game either, but I don't think it's worth it. The ending still sucks anyways, regardless if you got the game 100% complete or not. There aren't any real bonuses either, so what's the point of getting the game 100% complete? Some people would say you're just wasting your time, and you're not even getting paid to do it. So what's the point? You'd be right. What is the point? Only this game does have a point. Feels like Christmas morning again because we're going out into the snow. We're going to be collecting a bunch of gems. We pretty much just broke into the sorceress's stash, and we found where she was hoarding all the gems. There's even another egg here somewhere too that she was hoarding from us. So we're gonna go and then loot out her place, steal back all of her stuff, and probably give it to some needy charity or something like that. And then then there wouldn't be anything left of the sorceress, and her entire operation is now officially destroyed. And they have those thieves again, those familiar thieves. They don't make that sound, so they go wee or something like that, and they make a sound like that. Just run up to them. These thieves are easy to catch, or just get remotely close to them. Just breathe a little fire on them, and they drop like billions of gems right in front of you. Is there any easier? If they would just do that to side of Spyro, not even give him, and not even like, try to fight against him or try to run away. You can't outrun the great Spyro the Dragon. No thief ever has. No thief's ever went against Spyro and survived and lived to talk about it afterwards. They all get fried to a crisp, and Spyro just takes their stuff. He's like some bug gangsta that just goes and robs someone. It's like, yeah, I'm Spyro, I'm gangsta Spyro. Yeah, that was gonna be cool in the 2000s, the decade coming up. But again, this game only came out in the year 2000, so the 2000s wasn't even really a defined decade yet. And yet, it's a decade that everyone seems to want to go back to now, and I don't blame them for that. It wasn't the best decade. I mean, it probably wasn't the greatest decade ever, but it was still pretty good. Better than a lot of the stuff we have today. Oh, it doesn't matter to me. Most of the games that I play anyways were existed in that decade anyways, so what does it matter to me? I remember games I even played when it was still that decade. Oh boy. Yeah, and some people don't even think I was around then. I know some people get my age mixed up a lot too, or incorrectly guess my age all the time. One person thought I was born in 2006. Yeah, I was like definitely born in 2006. I don't know if that was an insult or a compliment. I don't know. I can't. Quite frankly, I don't know what is anything anymore. Like, I know ma'am used to mean someone that was a female, and sir used to mean someone was a male, but nowadays people seem to use those terms interchangeably now as if they mean the same thing. That's what our progressives, our modern progressive society wants. So progressive with some things, and yet still very Stone Age like a lot of other things. Sometimes I think we are becoming a bit more like the Flintstones in this day and age, metaphorically speaking. Looks like George H.W. Bush is getting his wish after all. Or was that the Waltons? I don't remember. Either way, we're becoming more like the Waltons now in The Simpsons. Is that good, or is that bad? I don't think anyone cares. This is the first bonus level we could really do in this level. Ray Phoenix, signing out.